Read the paper I gave you. That's what I do this for. You guys. I hate you guys.
You guys are assholes.
I'm leaving. Wait, no. You guys go now.
Geek Punch.
Welcome to Wrestling's High Marks, the highest podcast
Ever.
I've got one question for everybody here tonight.
You got a joint? Yes! 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 All right. I'm gonna get you high today. Awesome!
My grandma drank all my pot.
Oh no! I'm pregnant!
Oh, no. No way, man.
High Marks, episode 3, or test episode 3, I should say.
When are we gonna call it test episode? When's it for real?
Probably after the next one.
Say what?
I wanted to just, knock out a few, get our rhythm down, kind of tighten it up a little bit, try out a few things. Like the last episode, I put the in-between music.
Yeah, do some kegels.
I don't know if anyone had
Show
any
kegels.
opinion on that one way or the other, but I wanted to give it a try.
Judging by our comments section, nobody's got an opinion on anything.
Yeah. And they also have no questions, which is nice. It means we completely covered everything.
Yeah.
All
we could
right.
answer everything you could ask.
They've said it all.
I could have said it better myself. All right, we're going to start this week with Raw. I don't know.
I thought it was a pretty touching tribute. Like, they started out, did a pretty good video package for the passing of Bruno, but we did talk about that last time.
And they gave him 10 bills, which was nice.
Yep. I was out there for the 10 bills, and then they started rolling the film, and I'm like, this is going to be a while. I don't get time for all this, so I kind of fast-forwarded through it.
So I'm watching the video package, and I'm cracking up because I'm like, Chad would be laughing right now. Because who are the two current wrestlers who are in the video package? Roman Reigns and Triple H.
Oh, fucking course. What business is
I
Roman
wouldn't
Reigns
have it
having
any
there?
other way. You know what I mean?
Triple H makes sense. I can understand he mended the fences to bring him back and put him in the Hall of Fame and all that shit.
He
smoothed
sure
shit
as
over.
fuck did.
Which he's good as fuck at. He's smoothed over a lot of shit over the years. But Roman, what
Other than
business
Shamrock.
did fucking Roman have in there?
They will do whatever they can to push that guy at any chance they have. It's hilarious.
But the only match I actually could think of when I was looking back in my childhood and going, do I remember actually seeing a Bruno match? And there was one, and it was against the Macho Man. And I think it's because of he ribbed him so much that it was like, okay, Bruno's going to come out from behind the booth now, and
I'm coming out of the booth.
Yeah, I can't say I ever seen a Bruno match when I was a kid. I don't remember. I didn't start watching until I was like 8, so that'd been, 93? Right around when Raw started. That's when I really started to pay attention to wrestling. My neighbors were huge wrestling fans. They ordered and then recorded all the pay-per-views and shit, so I always got the tapes.
Well, I'm 100 years old, and I remember watching WrestleManias and shit like that on a satellite dish in like 1987. But honestly, I don't remember ever watching a Bruno Sammartino match. I'm not 110 years old. I'm just 100.
yeah, same here. My earliest matches I was seeing was Four Horsemen times, and them beating up Dusty Rhodes. And
How ironic, though, that they throw Roman in there. For those of you who don't know, our Roman history segment is just giving Roman credit for other people's shit.
Damn it, I'm cutting that out. They're supposed to figure it out on their own, Chad. Jeez. All right. The show opens with a Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman promo. The crowd's booing him before Paul even talks, which I
Probably because they're fucking sick of it.
yeah, I know. I am too.
I am over this shit. Enough of you two.
It's a pretty extended promo to start off the show, and my very favorite note is that there's a Roman chant, Roman, Roman, and they zoom in, and it's 4 people. Even
Yeah.
Paul's fucking smiling about it. It was really funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
I remember that, actually.
It was 4 people.
Yeah.
And that was the only voices, too. There was no one else.
Everyone else was just sitting there quietly, like.
It truly touched my heart a little bit.
Never a prediction, always a spoiler.
That must have been the Make-A-Wish section.
No, those were the ones who came all the way out from Saudi Arabia to watch Roman.
Yeah.
All right. So Roman comes out, interrupts the promo. Nothing really comes of it. It's pretty much same old at this point.
Rinse, fuck. Rinse and repeat.
Roro.
I don't know if I want to do like a total recap of everything, but I'll try and do it quick. Elias comes out, interrupted by Bobby Roode, which lines up Elias versus Bobby Roode.
Hopefully Elias just beats the hell out of him because I'm sick of Bobby Roode.
Well, he won, but it was a pretty slow match with like a ton of rest holds. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. If it was like
That's Bobby Roode's style, really.
I don't know if they were like, hey, stretch it a little because we are light on time or what the deal was, but man,
Could have been.
It was really slow. And
Once again, they're doing that commercial thing right in the middle of a match, and like,
I hate that.
Yeah.
like, I can get easily distracted as it is.
It's
when
not
I'm
commercial, let me pull
following a
up the
match
phone.
if it's not like really good.
It's not a commercial like normal where they do the split screen and they roll commercials. It's like a promo during the match.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's fucking annoying, dude.
Yep.
And the promotion's usually louder than.
I get
If
distracted and pull out my phone and create a Twitter account so I can bitch about this.
Totally overpowering the actual match.
We get a promo after that from Matt and Bray, now known as the Leader of Worlds. I like that name.
Yeah.
It works because,
Better than Woken Warriors.
indeed.
Yes.
That's a lot like Wounded Warriors. My only note here is that Corey says, spoken like a true ignoramus. I fucking love that guy.
I procure
Yeah.
a second opinion.
I did not note who he said it to, but I'm just going to assume it was,
Cole, probably.
I was going to say,
Shit. Was it?
Booker T was there, and I think he was
Yeah.
actually talking to Booker.
I was just going to say, was this the week Booker was there?
It
All right.
was.
See that.
It wasn't exactly a
They mixed together
squash
quickly in my
match
mind.
because Victor got in a little bit of offense, and he's got a great record. So
Yeah.
Chad linked me to his record. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like 12 wins and 400 losses or something
Yeah.
like that.
Something
it's
really bad.
unbelievable. All right.
Surprised even down in NXT they had a lot of fucking losses. Because they killed it down there for a while before they came up.
So the Leader of Worlds with the reasonably quick win over the Ascension. We get the Sammy and Kevin show with guest, quote-unquote, Kurt Angle. It's basically all that comes out of that is they announce a tag team match later in the show. Kevin and Sammy versus Lashley and Braun.
Oh, they made some pretty good fucking jabs at Kurt.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, for sure that.
you gotta go with Sammy's trying to count down how many kids Kurt has, and
Like,
he goes,
you forget. Yeah.
"See, there's your problem. See, you forgot Jason Jordan." And Sami Zayn responds, "That's okay. For years, Kurt's forgot him too."
That was good.
Yep.
I didn't write it down, though, but I did laugh. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a good low blow from Sammy and KO.
And that's when Kurt answers with, "Oh, you're pretty funny.
Yeah, you
You
hurt my
get to
feelings.
face Lashley and Braun."
Yeah. Which Lashley? Ugh. I still don't know why they brought that guy back, honestly.
Well, he almost killed a man.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Could just kill a man.
Good lord. All right. This next one I'm actually pretty stoked to talk about. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre as a
Yeah.
tag team versus Titus Worldwide. I like the new attitude on Dolph. He's like heel cranked up a few more levels.
Yeah,
And
he
I
seems-
like the team.
Yeah, he's like excited again.
Yes.
He's
And I
got
like
some
Drew's
passion.
thing of actually calling out
Oh, man.
and mentioning how soft.
Absolutely. I have notes.
Drew cut a hell of a promo,
Like
I
too.
see
calling out.
no fire, no ambition. I'm the wake-up call this place needs. I'm like, this dude, all right. I really like this team already. I've seen him one time, and I'm like, all right, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre's got potential.
Yeah.
I know he's been around before and it bombed badly, but
And
hey, Jinder came back and he was the fucking champion, so.
Dolph Ziggler, I've pretty much always liked his in-ring work, but I like now that he's
He almost
spicing it up a
reminds me
little bit.
of
I like it.
a Macho Man, only in the way of Macho Man could have faced anybody on the pay-per-view card, but you always remembered stuff that he did.
Yeah, Dolph's
Like,
going to put a
always
good
a
match
solid
on with
performance.
whoever he's in there with, usually.
And they get the easy win over Titus Worldwide. I mean, who didn't
Right.
think that was going to happen? But I just wanted to comment that I like this new team, and I like the new Dolph. And I don't know much about Drew McIntyre, because he, I guess, was injured before I kind of...
Maybe the last we'll see of Titus Worldwide.
Man.
I know I'd be asking for my release.
Well, if you can't find him, just check under the ring.
Yeah.
We get a promo, Kurt Angle with Chad Gable. Jinder interrupts.
Chad Gable's suddenly a face again.
Hey, Jinder temporarily speaks with no accent. I think he forgot. I'm serious.
Shit.
If you go back and watch, he's talking like a white dude for a minute. It's a trip, and then he goes right back to Jinder.
Oh,
I
speaking
think
of
that's
trips.
a fucking character hard now that I've seen that. It kind of freaked me out.
He's like, I'm going to kick your ass, eh? I mean,
And there went
goes
Kofi's
straight
accent.
Canada on your ass.
yeah.
That lined up the match in the next segment, Jinder versus Gable.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
I mean-
it was really uneventful. Booker T kept calling him gender, and I couldn't be more tickled about that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
uh,
comment is, what the fuck, bookend? Red, white, and blue, pure white meat. Like, talking
Awkward.
about Gable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I called him, I'm not even gonna go there.
Red,
Never
white,
mind.
and blue, pure white meat.
A chunk of pure black meat. I don't think he'd be fine with that at all. Although it might make a pretty good porn.
But that's why they always bring Booker T back for announcing duty.
Chad Gable rolls him up, gets the pin, but Jinder's shoulder is clearly not down. In fact, it's like 6 inches off the mat, but whatever, it's in the script.
Yep.
Moving on. Oh, the only other note I made is what I would call an obvious one, but Chad Gable can wrestle like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And can take a nasty bump, and it all looks good. All right.
It's crazy to see how much, what he can do for his size.
He's so strong, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he fucking whips these big-ass dudes around like they ain't shit.
He really does.
And he gives up a ton of height.
Once again, I'd like to say I'd really like to see him face Jason Jordan when he
Yeah, they
gets
just
back.
turned him face again, though, so I don't know. Well, he did say...
But Jason Jordan,
Yeah,
they
Jason
were
Jordan
trying to
come
make
back
him
as a
face,
heel.
but that's happening as well as Roman getting over it.
We get a quick backstage promo with Renee with the Riot Squad. Could care less, honestly. I mean, I like.
Renee looked
Ruby
fucking
Riott.
terrible this week. What was up with that? I mean, maybe it's just me, but I thought she looked awful.
She looked awful when they were doing the in the ring deal with.
Yeah, like the attire, the hair, the makeup, it's all bad.
My note for
So
this
she's
one
one of the best
was,
looking women on the roster, and they
I love
fucking.
her.
they say something about begging for help, and I'm saying begging for help. No, I said I need earplugs. Sorry, Ruby.
Promo via satellite with Samoa Joe. He basically just talks more smack about Roman being a loser.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep that going. And then we get our Lashley and Strowman versus KO and Sammy match here. Kind of uneventful until Braun gets the hot tag and he comes in and just wrecks motherfuckers. He stiffs like
He immediately hops down and
10
just fucking bolts at Kevin Owens.
yes, and nails him.
I like how they like to showcase his speed for his fucking size, because that's like one of his big fucking moves now. Is he just runs around the ring halfway and just fucking train wrecks
He's
people.
pretty fucking fast too for a guy that big for sure, so it works. But yeah, I literally wrote he wrecks motherfuckers
Yes.
because he did. This match was a lot of fun, and Bobby Lashley, like almost a minute-long vertical suplex.
Yeah,
Lashley and Strowman get the win.
of course. Yeah. I kind of feel bad for KO and Sammy. I don't see things going well for them at Raw.
I don't know why I wrote Corbis when it's Corbin, but that's fine. Next segment is No Way Jose versus Baron Corbis.
Snoring, Boring Snorbin.
Corbin is afraid of the conga line and does not come to the ring, or so he makes it appear. So, No Way Jose says
He can't stand all that diversity.
and he congas his ass right on back out. But then, just as he's at the ramp, he gets blindsided by Corbin, ambush, blah blah blah. Okay.
He's like, no. I ain't coming around all them foreign people.
Oh, okay. My highlight of the show is next. If no one has anything else on the Corbin match.
No.
Oh, please tell me it's not the god-awful Bliss promo.
It's the god-awful Bliss promo. That was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. I love her. I'm in love with this woman.
Oh, yeah.
The noises she was making when she gobbled all the food down. I'm like, all right. I loved it. I was like,
Stole
Chad.
food from the homeless woman.
I was like, I don't want to spoil anything too, babe, but I got to link you to this as soon as it's on YouTube because it's fucking amazing. And
Like 40 minutes after Raw went off air, and ding.
it was just so funny. I loved it so much. I guess Mojo did not. I thought it was really fucking funny.
I can't be biased. I be loving me some Nia.
Oh, no, I'm not saying I don't love Nia.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do love
pro Nia. I just thought the promo
meant
was hilarious.
that this was goddamn comedy gold, and it was also A+ heel work.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fucking killing it, you know what I mean? That's good stuff.
Alexa's got one of the best characters going because she knows how to play it.
I thought I heard that she's actually a daughter of a wrestling promoter in Ohio.
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything about that.
You know what I heard about Ohio is that it's round on the edges and high in the middle. Next segment is
Cue vomit.
Balor versus Rollins. Or Balor and Rollins, versus Miz Taraj, or what's left of the Miz Taraj. How are they going to ditch Miz and then continue to call themselves Miz Taraj? You want to talk about not having a fucking identity.
Those guys are going to be gone from the company soon, probably. We'll see.
And it's a shame because they're legacy guys, but okay.
Well, that's the reason they've been here as long as they have been.
Right.
They've never really
I'm
been
sort of
good.
hoping that they do something with the tweet I saw that was a Bray tweet, and it was saying, you guys need to be yourself, and it almost sounded like they were talking about, we'll accept you in,
Oh, okay.
like Bray and Matt maybe starting a group, and Bray...
Right. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. I'd like to see that with Bo. I don't know about Kurt.
Yeah, a lot of people that know the behind the scenes and everything have really wondered if we'd ever get to see the brother team of Bo and
Yeah.
Bray.
I loved Bo when he first came up doing the whole Bo leave thing. This shit was great. A lot of people, Vince didn't like it because he didn't get it, but I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It started off as annoying, but once you understand what he's doing.
Yeah, it's
He's
like
being
10
a
seconds
smart
into a
ass.
match, he hits a drop toe hold and fucking slides out of the ring and starts running around. I'm winning! I'm winning! This shit was fucking hilarious. And then when he was...
It's like he's like trying to be like a motivational speaker dude, but like one who's like a total smart ass dick face about it. It's great.
And then he just doing his victory lap, and the little El Torito was out there, and he just fucking ran right through him. That was one of the funniest things ever. I laughed so fucking hard at that.
Made me watch that on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Rollins Balor Miz Taraj match. I just have a note that says uneventful, and it was. It was actually it was like, all right, just go out there and fill some time, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even write any notes other than...
Can we wrap
There's no
this shit
match.
up? I'm sick of seeing Balor and Rollins.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
It's like,
I get it. They're both good workers, but does that mean you got to stick them together every week?
yeah, it's like for fucking 8 weeks solid now. Maybe more than that. Every fucking week it seems like they're in there.
It's our skill guy and the pay-per-views, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
the last match of the night is the 10-woman tag team schmaz. Moon, Nia, Natalya, Bailey, and Sasha versus Riot Squad with Alexa and Mickey. I didn't write down who won. That's how much of a...
I can't even remember the match.
It was fucking
yeah.
sleepy time, dude. Seriously, I just...
The only thing I can remember from that match was
I want to talk bad about the
Nia
girls all the time, but it sucked.
jumping through the ropes and taking out a bunch of people.
Yeah, risking killing
But
herself.
I still can't tell you who won the match. I remember that part, but
I want to say Ember Moon might have got the pin. She hit somebody with the Eclipse. I just can't remember who the fuck it was. I think...
Hopefully Mickey, because she knows how to take it like a champ.
I want to say maybe she pinned Ruby Riott. I can't remember. I hope not. Don't have Ruby eating pins when you got everybody else in there.
We're
that can do it.
speculating on a match that...
Right. We didn't care enough.
It was
so we're like,
on
oh, well,
a week
this
ago
person
where it's
could've
like,
got-
well, probably what happened is...
Well, I think this might have been what happened. I remember this. This could have been from a fucking year ago. Who knows?
Okay. Smackdown, April 24th. We open with Ms. TV featuring Daniel Bryan, except Daniel Bryan doesn't end up coming out. Big Cass comes out instead. This is kind of a big deal for me because he cuts a promo from fucking hell, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, he must have been taking some promo lessons while he was rehabbing that injury.
Cass can rock a mic. I was very impressed.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all. I remember him not being so well on the mic without Enzo. But
The promos in reference to he's, for lack of a better way to explain it, he's jealous of Daniel Bryan getting all the attention after coming back after his injury. He's like, I was injured too. Ain't nobody making a big deal about me coming back, motherfuckers.
right.
and you're all gonna watch it whether you boo me or not.
And that's actually a pretty good angle even. But the promo just really impressed me. He was in full command. He didn't stammer or mispronounce a single fucking word. And I felt like he would completely kick my ass. And I was like, that's all I want from a wrestler. Thank you very much.
I
Yeah.
thought it was cool that at one point he mentions the tag team Joe and Schmo.
I actually dig his...
You must have heard last week's episode.
Indeed.
Right.
JC and Chris. JC and Chris.
And
All right.
Chris.
Can we get a t-shirt, guys?
Chris is my favorite.
Jesus Christ and Chris.
Uh,
Then we end up panning to Daniel Bryan getting helped in the back.
Yeah. So...
which
oh,
we
Cass
later
jumped.
learn he was jumped by a cowardly 7-footer. I think we know who we meant.
Yeah.
And you
It's like,
can't teach
I've been
that.
hearing Big Show's back, but they still haven't shown him at all.
The next part of the show after that is something just for Chad. His very favorite new female tag team comes out.
God, they're fucking terrible.
The II Iconics need to go
Aye.
EE elsewhere. But I
Why
They
did,
don't
are
even
they
need to go
talking
back to
about Lucky
NXT.
Charms?
They need to go to the fucking unemployment line.
I did note that Asuka got booed when they mentioned her. And I'm almost not surprised because I would almost at this point, I want to boo Asuka too.
Asuka needs to go heel.
They fucked her up. They shouldn't.
She needs to go heel, but they
her
need
up.
to like change it. Don't go the Shinsuke angle. Don't have her go out there like fucking twat punching bitches.
Cunt
you know?
punch. Cunt punch.
Oh, so sorry.
You get double fist to titties.
Luckily, we already know that she doesn't speak English. She won't have to tell us.
Yeah.
Again, with the commercials, I have a note in here saying getting distracted by dog commercial.
It's like, oh, I want to pet the puppy.
Full time while Asuka's beating up Billy Kay ruthlessly.
So meanwhile, while the match is going on, I'm over there fucking donating to Sarah McLachlan and shit.
Yeah, that promo lined up the match between the II Iconics and Asuka and Becky.
God, they're
Just
they're
gets so-
terrible on the mic.
Yeah.
They're terrible in the fucking ring.
They're not only terrible on the mic, they actually speak well, but it's the most annoying, irritating shit you've ever heard, and it's no fun.
And I love how Asuka was so fucking crazy about her streak and shit, and her streak couldn't be broken to the point that she had to win the mixed match challenge. Her like first fucking match, SmackDown, her team loses.
A big L. Which does that
With
make
the classic bad guy roll up
2 losses
with
in a
feet on
row
the
for
ropes.
Asuka? Now the streak continues.
Yeah, new streak.
New streak.
Everyone ready for Asuka?
That's fucking hilarious, you son of a bitch. We get a promo backstage next with Renee talking to AJ Styles, which just lines up a 6-man tag match at the end of the show there.
Hinting that his 2 partners are too sweet.
Yeah. They jumped on that quick. We had speculated whether or not they're gonna join them back up with AJ, and I said no. They're gonna. AJ's too hot right now. He doesn't need anybody with him. But sure enough, their first appearance back, they're with AJ.
But I like them as a group if they're gonna start doing.
Yeah, but they better fucking.
These 6-man tag matches. I would like them to be one of them.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there, but they're gonna have to start pushing them. Like they're gonna have to have them beating other tag teams. Don't have AJ paired up with this weak ass tag team that loses all the time. Because like I said, I like Gallows and Anderson, but they don't fucking win.
That's true. They have not given them a lot. Which even seems a little stranger than usual to me because it seems like they're trying to like rebuild the tag team division or like strengthen it in some way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a fresh start for them, so they can try to push them and give them some wins.
Well, I hope that happens because, as we've mentioned probably on every episode so far, those guys are fucking hilarious and I love them. So, we get a Andrade Cien Almas video package,
Which I'm super excited for.
Yeah, it was.
This guy needs to come over quick.
And Zelina did the majority of the talking, which I appreciate as well.
Well, yeah. She does the English speaking for the most part.
It was pretty quick, though. I mean, just like about a minute long, and then it cut to a promo with an Uso and Naomi. I don't know the Usos' names. I just call them Usos at this point.
It's Jimmy or Jay. I'm not sure which one.
Naomi wants Uso to not go against Rowan tonight. I almost said Roman. Hey, that's only one letter off. Cut me some slack.
Right.
Eric Rowan.
Just a fucking upside down M.
But he does, and the match goes pretty much as you'd expect until Naomi's music comes on. The arena goes dark. She
comes out and starts dancing, which I thought was weird. But I guess it was just
Yeah,
supposed to be a
but-
distraction.
causes a
But
distraction.
it proved that the Hammer Brothers evidently have a weakness, and it's twerking booty.
Right, yeah.
It was,
Some booty.
the additional Uso comes out and takes out Harper out of nowhere, and then we get a schoolboy roll up after the distraction for the win.
Yep.
Good job, Uso. Now, Aaron's favorite part of the show, we get another extended Carmella promo. In ring with Renee, and that's when Renee looked awful. That's what I
Okay,
was thinking.
that's
of.
what it
And
was
she
then.
really did. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
That's
It's one of those days, yeah, she was looking really bad. Like I said, even the outfit was just like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Like, Renee's probably my very favorite, and if I make a note in my notes that Renee's not looking so hot, then that's really saying something, because I would let her do whatever she wants.
Yeah, I know she'd been catching some flack on social media about the jacket shit. And she was actually going back and forth with people on it, like fans and shit that were leaving comments. Now I almost wonder if she's like purposely dressing fucked up just to like fuck you.
You know, there's another option here that just occurred to me just now while you were talking. Maybe she's pregnant.
Yeah, I guess that's possible.
And is wearing...
Yeah, maybe that's why she started wearing the jacket to begin with.
Yeah, you know, like wearing, what's the word I'm looking for? Maternity-style larger clothes.
Yeah. Trying to hide it. They don't
That
they'll
would
hide
also
shit as long as they can.
explain her just not looking like a normal self.
As soon as they announce that she's pregnant, she'll be off TV because they're like, oh no, we can't have no pregnant women on the
Like, ew, get her out of here. Gross.
Like, oh, she's pregnant? Now the fans will think they can't fuck her. We want them to have the belief that they have a shot. Like fucking Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance?
To get back to where, this Carmella thing.
No, I don't want to talk about Carmella.
Well, I don't either anymore, and that's what I was going to say. I kind of was getting to where I'm like, I'm kind of used to seeing her. She's cute. I like her. But this segment killed her dead for me. She's so fucking annoying. Oh,
No.
goodness.
Charlotte killed her dead.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, but before Charlotte physically killed her.
She killed her in my mind with her awful, like just like the Iconics. There comes a point where I don't want to listen to you talk anymore. Shut up.
Yeah, Carmella has hit Seth Rollins when he was champion status.
Dude, that's a great comparison because I was so go away heat with him at that time. I never wanted to see him again.
Like, oh my god, another 20-minute promo from the worst fucking talker.
It took him a long time to win me back over, and it was mostly just because of his in-ring work is great. So
I hope for his sake they never turn him heel again.
Please don't. That did not go over well.
Ambrose needs a run at heel. He's the only one that hasn't gotten a good run at heel out of the. Well, actually, no. Roman hasn't, but they'll never do that. So let Ambrose do it when he comes back. Speaking of, where the fuck is he? I figured he'd have been back by now.
The last update I heard about him was prior to WrestleMania, and that he was still rehabbing and haven't heard shit since then. But I'm looking forward to seeing him back too. He's a beast. I like his personality too.
As long as he doesn't go too over the top on the fucking wackiness, he can get a little too eccentric.
He
sometimes.
has been a little, to where he makes himself look like a goofball.
Wacky Dean.
Okay. Up next, we got Jeff Hardy.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Against Shelton Benjamin, except Randy Orton comes out and interrupts him this time when he's on the ring and steals his match. So it really becomes Shelton versus Randy Orton.
This stinks of a fucking 3-way title match at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, they keep putting them guys all together.
That and they can't ever have fucking one-on-one matches anymore. It seems like it's got to be a 3 or 4-way or 5-way or 6-way or 7-way.
Or
a fucking 50-person battle royal.
Sing brother in a mask.
Some fucking clown in a mask interferes. It turns out to be Sunil Singh. He gets RKO'd quite well, I might add.
No.
But the distraction allows Shelton Benjamin to pick up the win. I guess everybody just is winning by roll-ups these days. That's the only move that anybody knows now. But okay.
No.
So, yeah, the win for Benjamin, and like you said, probably lining up another triple threat title match.
Yep.
Bullshit. AJ and the club are back together. They will face Nakamura, Rusev, and Eden English later in the show. Or actually now. This is the main event.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
One of my first comments.
I'm starting to wonder what the fuck is going on here with AJ Styles. He hasn't entertained me in a long time now, and it's beginning to piss me off. He's like my favorite dude.
It's kind of hard when you're, and I don't mean this in being sarcastic or anything, but you know that any match with AJ lately is not going to be complete.
It's going to end with a dick punch.
Yep.
Dick punch.
Dick punch.
Dick punch.
Dick punch.
Dick punch. Ray J. Riles.
Match ends with
Dick sucking.
Nakamura, Rusev, and English winning. I don't remember how, but I'm sure it involved a dick punch and a distraction, and it probably ended by Schoolboy.
Fucking Shinsuke needs to start making his own alcohol. Dick sake.
You don't even got to change it. Dick punch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
right?
Dick punch. It's not Hawaiian. Dick.
Dick fruit punch.
Oh, no, it's just... Now that's gay hate.
Don't leave the fruit in. Not so good.
You gotta take fruit out, otherwise it's fucking, hate speech.
NXT, April 25th. Opens with a nice video promo package and then a promo with Undisputed Era. They all have chance to speak on their own. They all do a good job, I think. I did not know that Roderick Strong had a lisp. And it was kind of freaking me out a little bit.
That's probably why they wanted to make him a babyface. It's hard to take him serious as a heel.
I do not have a problem with that. It just, it was a little jarring, kind of caught me off guard. I was like, whoa.
Right. Yeah, see, I don't give a fuck.
And no surprise, Adam Cole, baby, got the biggest pop, like way bigger than any other member.
Like you said, absolutely no surprise.
Adam Cole's going to get a bigger pop than like anybody else on the roster, really.
Cole had taped ribs, which always makes me laugh because there's if anybody knows anything, there's really no reason to do that. They just do that to make you look like you're hurt. It's really funny.
Look, he's got a weakness.
Yeah. Don't hit him in the ribs.
Although my ribs would still be fucking hurting from the chair shot with Alistair when he got fucking suplexed across the damn chairs.
It was nice.
That was months ago. I'd still be dead from that, probably.
Be the middleman on that one.
Roddy said something along the lines of, now he's doing it for him. I was like, what were you doing before in your wrestling career if you weren't doing it for you?
This smoke session brought to you by Girl Scout cookies.
It's pretty tasty, that's for sure. That promo intro lines up the opening match, which is Adam Cole, Bebe, versus Oni Lorcan.
Yep.
Is that, am I pronouncing Oni right?
Oni Lorcan.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's a good fucking wrestler. It's just his name. And
yeah, I was
just kind of garbage.
You're just going to say he actually did a real good job, all things considered. I mean, his job was to be out there and get whooped on, but he made it look good. As Mojo called him, Roddy attacks Lorcan while the ref's distracted, which allows Cole to get the pin. Probably by roll-up, but I don't remember. But if I had to guess, I bet it was a roll-up.
Roddy.
After
Come
the
on
bell,
down.
Undisputed Era attacks Lorcan, Out comes the Danny Burch, his tag team partner, apparently, and he gets beat down as well. So, I mean, it was basically a spotlight for Undisputed Era to look good at the beginning of the show.
And why not?
Indeed.
No harm came to them in any way, shape, or form. It was very one-sided.
As it should be.
But I sure do love those guys, and that's especially Adam Cole, but that's a cool little group of guys. I like what they're doing.
I like the little stable they got going.
Yep.
I'd really like
Even Roddy.
know when Bobby Fish will be back, because to tell you the truth, he's probably my second favorite after Adam Cole.
Baby.
But Bobby Fish is going to be out for a while.
Well, long enough to where they
have Roddy taking his place as tag team partner.
and wearing the belt. So
I really like how they're still keeping Bobby around, though. Like, he's not just gone because he's injured. No, he's still hanging out with the dudes, and he's
thank you for
there.
saying that, Cheez Man. Did you notice that when they were announcing the members of Undisputed Era? Well, I'm
now
thinking
that
of
was an
their
undisputed error.
Irony.
They didn't mention Bobby Fish whatsoever. And he was just sort of like standing there as they were announcing each of the members.
Huh. I didn't even notice that.
I
And
don't know why I'm like a fucking 12-year-old because I still, whenever I hear the word member, I giggle. All right.
Member?
Brings us to Heavy Machinery versus Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli. We have a little drama in this one.
I really don't like either tag team, so I did not care in the slightest about this match.
I don't
I
either,
like
but I do speak
that Otis
highly
guy.
of Otis Dozovich. He impresses me way more than a fat guy should.
but I guess the key here was Tino leaves his partner high and dry.
Yes,
Yep.
he sure does.
Tino Sabatelli's been down in NXT for fucking like a decade now.
And
Dude's
that
not gonna do
distraction
it.
allows the pin, probably by roll-up, but I don't remember.
No, Heavy Machinery's
No, it
not
was
winning
a
shit
pretty
by
clear.
roll-up.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure they.
Oh, that's right. They
the
do their
compactor,
big,
yeah.
which, by the way, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah. That's right. The compactor.
Oh, they did
that's
their
exactly.
move.
You're exactly right. That's what happened. And then they call out War Raiders.
I know.
Afterward, a little promo piece there. No, they're doing a thing this
War
week where we
Raiders.
get video promo packages of all the girls, of all the women, the ladies,
Yeah, they're trying
the
to
hoes, the bitches.
introduce them basically. Like, here's these bitches you've been kind of seeing getting their ass beat for like fucking months now, but we're suddenly gonna make them bigger stars. Here's what you should know about them.
They start off with Nikki Cross, my favorite.
Yep.
Mine as well.
Aaliyah, that I don't know much about, and Kairi Sane, which she's pretty cool too.
Kairi Sane's sweet. The fucking elbow's awesome.
Yeah. Lose the spear and we'll talk. Then we get a Dakota Kai interview, which is interrupted by Shayna Baszler, who is
The Bays.
who's among the scariest women I've ever seen. Let me get a quick video package of the advertising Kona Reeves' return, which I don't know anything about him at all. I'm assuming he's what?
Well,
injured?
they had to repackage him once again because he's another guy that's been down there for quite some years and
Okay. Well,
just not.
that's already more than I knew about him.
I don't know why they're keeping the guys that have been down there forever around when they have 220 fucking
Well,
people on roster. Triple H came out over the weekend, I guess, and said there's 220 wrestlers on their roster.
that's crazy.
Like, all right, well, cool. Get rid
but
of
they
some.
used 12 of them.
All right.
The next, they feature a few more women in the video package. Lacey Evans, or as I call her, Dana Warrior. Vanessa Bourne, or as I call her, a broken neck waiting to happen.
Yeah, I can't believe they're pushing her, actually.
And Candice Wrestling LeRae. And then another video promo package, but this time advertising 2 matches that are going to be happening on next week's show, which is TM61 versus Street Profits, and then Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong, which is cool because I've never seen that match. You see what I did there? Okay. And that gets us to our next actual match, and this is a title match. We got Johnny Wrestling versus Aleister Black. Except, it kind of don't turn out like that. Ciampa
Comes out and beats the fuck out of Johnny Wrestling.
literally beats the fuck out of him.
This is for that awful promo last week.
My very favorite note is that you hear a girl yelling, "No! No!" the whole time he's getting stomped. It's very funny. You hear it like 8 times. Go back and watch it again, people. I'm serious. It's
He's
so
already
funny.
dead.
No! It's very funny. I was fucking dying. I'm like, this is great. Gargano comes back a little bit, but Ciampa regains the edge with a low blow. Puts him through a table off the ramp, and it looked like it hurt like a son of a bitch. Candice comes out, EMTs cart him off to an ambulance, blah, blah, blah.
And then you see, as the ambulance rolling away, Ciampa standing on top of the fucking semi-trailer or whatever. It was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh shit, he's evil Batman now.
Man, man, it's like, man, this Sting's looking weird, dude.
Like, dude, he's got so much heat, we can make him a supervillain.
Literally, though. I haven't seen heat like that in a long time, man. Anyway, out comes Aleister Black and challenges Ciampa, like, seeing as how you fucked my competition up, you're my competition. But he gets interrupted by Sanity. It's like this whole train wreck of a segment here. Like, one thing,
The clusterfuck. Like, what's going on?
and that lines up Eric Young of Sanity versus Aleister Black. And so I wrote down Black versus Young, which could be a fabulous porno. Aleister Black with the win. I don't know. It was an okay match, but it was just like weird how it all came together, and it was kind of anticlimactic to have Eric Young in there. Not that I don't like him.
No, we already know.
The only
Sanity's
note I
going
have
to
for this
fucking
match was
Had to lose to
awesome
get
after match.
out, you know.
Sanity tries to come in there, and they basically all get hit with Aleister Black's finisher.
Yep.
Yeah, Black Mass to you all.
Which would also be a good porn. All right, that's it for me.
Yeah, I thought it was.
They all got hit with the finisher.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! All right.
I thought it was kind of dumb that they even had that match because it's like we already know Sandy's going to SmackDown. Therefore,
And we'll be back with more porn talk.
And it's not like Alistair needs to be put over more. The dude's as over as he's going to be.
like put him in with someone else.
That's all I got for NXT. Anybody else? Anything on that? It was
Meh.
reasonably uneventful episode.
Yeah. I mean, besides more shit with Gargano and Ciampa, there's not really much to talk about.
Up next is our our Ring of Honor New Japan recap here. We're gonna let our man Mojo anchor this one because Whiz and Cheez man did not watch any of this week.
I'm always
are
ignorant when it comes to this shit.
There was only 2 matches I really wanted to talk about this week, and one was with a title change. The other one was Sonata in King of Darkness. Evil. Everything is evil.
I could listen to you talk like that all day.
Versus the Killer Elite Squad, which is Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer, which pretty much seemed like a squash match up until Sonata recovered from being put through a table, got a hot tag, and somehow King of Darkness evil. And Sonata,
He did it again. He's doing the thing. By God. Oh my. Somebody stop.
hold on to the tag team championship. Boosh and or cacao. Intercontinental Championship, Minoru Suzuki versus Tetsu Naito. In Tetsu
Their names are so
Naito
easy to say. It's weird. I don't like this shit more.
pulled off the upset, or some would call upset, even though he's the most popular wrestler probably over in New Japan, with the pop that he gets.
Meltzer must love him.
But that's the only matches that really had any storyline and really moving story along.
Can I get an egg roll with that? Greatest Royal Rumble. I wish I'd have kept record of my predictions and picks and shit, but I know I got at least one wrong. But
So just listen to the previous episode.
we will get to
on
that.
YouTube.
Exactly. If you want to call us idiots and say we didn't know any fucking thing, just listen to the previous episode and then come back to this
And I will
segment.
be proven right that I didn't know anything.
That's right. I know I will, because
We're all proven wrong with Roman
that's for sure.
twice.
I think the world was proven.
Normally, I
proven
would be
wrong on
excited.
that
I'm
one.
like, fuck yeah, I'm glad Roman didn't win. But as I said before, I wanted Roman to win because I just want the fucking storyline to progress besides
Oh, wait.
Roman and fucking
Cedric
Brock.
came through for me. I think that's the only one I might have got.
I
was
know-
Cedric Alexander.
He was my choice for that one too, but that's almost like an easy one. That almost don't count. And I'm pretty sure that we all probably chose
205 Live barely counts as it is.
the leader of worlds to win. I think we all picked them probably, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Over the bar. It seems. Anyway, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
right.
The Greatest Royal Rumble, which was actually a really good show. I enjoyed it. I think this was a more entertaining show than WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Although the lack of title changes was a little disappointing. But still, it was a good show.
And speaking of a little disappointing, we start with Triple H versus John Cena.
Cena for the kids.
I only got a couple notes. Triple H did his move on him.
I thought Triple H would win, honestly.
We chose him in our picks. I'm not going to keep saying that.
The reason that we were
We should have
picking
wrote him
him
down. We're
was
fucking
because
idiots.
of-
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Damn it. Anyway.
we were so sure that
Test episode,
why
remember?
would this
Yep.
help John Cena or Triple H's character when John Cena is supposedly supposed to be leaving for these movies?
Yeah, that's why I thought Triple H would win. Although Triple H doesn't need a character. The fucker just needs to stay out of the way. Him and Stephanie gone.
Be the creator.
Stephanie got hurt, her arm's gone. Let her just fucking stay gone.
I love what he's doing with NXT. He should just maybe be an executive now.
Yep. Have him focus more on that.
I would love that.
And I don't know when Vince is leaving, so like I said, hopefully he'll get a little more say in there. Maybe it won't be all Kevin Dunn. We'll see.
My other notes are this match sucks, which that match sucked. It was slow and fucking clunky. And
Slow ass
It was
match
to be
is my
expected.
comment for
Yeah.
this match.
Yeah.
Except they nailed the slingshot somehow. It looked great. I'm like, okay, how do you like blow every move and then nail a slingshot at the end?
Slingshot of all the things.
Yeah, it looked fucking perfect. I'm like, god damn. But anyway, not a good match. John Cena gets the win. I don't know if I would have put that as the opener, but that's what it was.
Get it out of the way. Fuck
That
it.
was the curtain jerker, and I'm ready to move right on past that. That gets us to Kalisto versus Cedric the Alexander, which we just talked about. I'm pretty sure we all picked that one.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I don't think we... Do we even know it was going to be Kalisto at the time when we made the
Not
picks?
at the time.
No,
No.
I know I
I
didn't.
think we still all figured it was going to be Cedric no matter what. But, yeah. I'm glad it wasn't Kalisto. Cause
He's really good. This fucking
He fucks up way too much, though.
205 live shit.
My
It's a
comment
bummer,
to
right?
this,
It's-
though, is I don't know if it was a mess up or what, but when Cedric the Alexander drop-kicked Kalisto's head into the front row with that very, very stiff drop-kick,
Yeah. Probably wasn't supposed to be that stiff.
I think you're
Or
supposed
maybe
to
it
move
was.
your head out of the way a little bit, Kalisto, not just take it full force.
So Kalisto fucks up a lot.
And that's just on the microphone.
Indeed.
Botchador.
Alexander defends his belt. Not the greatest match there either, but we move on to the Leader of Worlds, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus the Boar, the
Dude.
Bar.
This was predictable as fuck just because we
I'm not gonna fall
know
asleep this week.
the Bar isn't going back to Raw. So we know they're not going to win the title. It was pretty predictable.
The only thing that surprised me, because like you said, although all that was predictable and I completely agree with that, is that it was so one-sided. They didn't give the Bar fucking anything.
Good.
I feel like
I think that's a
in the
good
last
thing
month,
for Raw. Because
they
now you're having these guys that
have
just
killed
beat
that team.
your champions that had been champion for quite some time there on Raw, and then they're pretty much dominating them.
Yeah, they had them lose to Strowman and Nicholas, and then this
Yeah.
shit here. Are they going to break the team up, or what's going on? Because they're making them look super fucking weak right
Hopefully
now.
they're going to break him up because Sheamus is supposed to be like, all right, well, been
That
hearing
would
this
be-
forever. Sheamus' back is fucked up and he's supposed to be like walking away soon.
Well, I
That would
believe
be
they're
really
fucking
good for
slow.
SmackDown, I'll tell you that. A Cesaro single run.
I love Cesaro. I've been wondering for a while, why the hell is he stuck with fucking Sheamus?
All right.
I hate Sheamus. He sucks and he's slow. He's a big, scary-looking dude, but he's not entertaining.
Do my Rodney call.
Oh, yeah. Brother. Oh, great. Up next, we got
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal for the U.S. title.
Keep in mind, Jeff Hardy's 40.
Jeff Hardy whiffs
Whisper in the
hard
wind.
on the Whisper in the Wind, and we
But
got about
Mahal falls anyway.
yeah, and as a result, we got about 20 minutes of hilarious commentary from Corey after that.
Did his knees give out when he landed?
Corey makes it better.
He said maybe the impact of his landing on the mat shook Jinder's knees out from under him. I love Corey so much. He moved up the list to where he's my number one guy now. Ugly ass match. Jeff Hardy, ugly ass clunky moves. I know this is becoming a theme with me.
Yeah.
And it ain't that I don't like Jeff Hardy. He's a fucking legend, but I don't know. He's not Jeff Hardy anymore.
Maybe he needs the drugs.
He has missed he's lost a couple steps, I'd say, but it was not a good match again. God damn it. As much as I like the Greatest Royal Rumble, so far we got some fucking bombs here. How did I like this so much?
Vince is in the back. Jeff fucked up again. Get him some ketamine.
Tell him to sell.
Sell me ketamine.
Get him some ketamine. Wow. Yeah. That'll speed him up a little. All right, we get Harper and Rowan, the Bludgeon Brothers, the Hammer Brothers, up next versus Usos. And it went, I'm sure we all called this one right.
Yeah,
it went
yeah.
exactly how we thought it was going to, and almost in the manner that I expected it to be. It wasn't quite a squash match, but it was pretty much one with a little bit of offense out of the Usos for a minute there. They almost got a pin.
Yeah.
But after that, went right back to Beatdown City again. So, I mean...
Yeah, for that quick second there, when they almost got that pin, I was like, oh my shit, holy shit, am I wrong?
I literally... Yeah, I was like, oh my God, are they going to get the pin here? It actually looked like they were going to do it. But
And they didn't, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, it went...
See, the
As
Usos
expected.
found a weakness in them, but they couldn't bring Naomi to the event.
It was fixed.
And then they found another weakness with them, but they still kept their gimmick.
They lost to their gimmick.
Anyway, yeah, it's just exactly that. It was what I would call more of the same with those guys lately.
Yeah.
So Harper and Rowan get the win. They defend their belts. Takes us to the ladder match. Rollins, Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. And am I missing any 12 motherfuckers? Because that ain't enough dudes to have in a ladder match, it seems like lately, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, luckily they didn't add Bobby to that.
Yeah, I seen something for a second that said Bobby Lashley was going to be added. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I remember you hitting
Yeah.
us with that message, and I was like,
I'm
damn
glad
it,
it was
we
wrong.
didn't count him in our predictions, but it didn't end up happening anyway, so that's fine.
But I think we got this one fairly right because we were talking about when we figured out who would win the Jinder versus Jeff Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much knew that it would only be Rollins or Balor that
Yeah, we knew it was
would
staying
win
on
it.
Raw.
And I think we all three chose Rollins as well, if I
Yeah, I'm
remember
pretty sure.
correctly. So we did
pretty
nail
sure.
that one. But it was almost easy. It's easy sometimes, but it shouldn't be. It bums me out when things are easy.
I was a little disappointed with the match, honestly. Like, I was expecting it was going to be
It was
better.
only decent.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great match, and especially as far as ladder matches go, there wasn't a lot of like high impact moves and huge fucking crazy bumps or nothing. There really wasn't any of that.
The announcers really selling
know,
Joe as a badass, though.
I think the highlights
What was
were.
it? I'm sorry.
So the announcers were really selling Joe as a badass.
Yeah.
Like, they were really talking
But
him up.
that's the one comment I had on here was Joe killing people with the ladder, Joe suplexing.
I did like when
superplexing
Joe was
Rollins
beating
and
everybody down
Balor.
with the ladder. That was awesome.
That when he was supposed to put it up in the corner and it fell down as he was walking away, and he just went with it and picked up Finn and just slammed his ass down on it. Like, oh man, you think Finn was pissed about that? Like, oh, you motherfucker! It wasn't the fucking spot.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Here, boy, did it again. Fucking bust your head in.
But yeah, it wasn't a crappy match or a bad match, but it wasn't like it wasn't as good as most ladder matches generally are. It wasn't. a
And
lot-
then at the very ending, there was Rollins jumping off of the apron onto the top rope, onto the ladder, and Balor is just sitting there like a slap-jawed local.
Yeah, Balor's
As
just sitting there
Rollins
swiping at him like he's
grabs the
helpless or something. Oh no, what
thing
do I
right
do
in
in this
front of him.
scenario?
Doesn't even reach for him.
Yeah, fucking punch him, dumbass. Do something.
Just like,
it was cool,
wow,
but at the same time,
he
that's
did that?
cheesy.
You're in a match. Remember, you are in a match.
you're supposed to hit the guy when he gets by you.
So I was thinking when he was coming out, you think Balor's ever going to be coming out again as the Demon? They haven't talked about the Demon thing in a long time now. I wonder if they just kind of scrapped that. But yeah, like, when's the last time Balor came out as the Demon?
That's been
It was against it was against Bray, wasn't it? But yeah,
I
since then
believe
they
so.
haven't made any mention of it. So like, I kind of wonder if maybe they're gonna scrap it. But it seems like hopefully what they're doing is they're just gonna do it right and use it very rarely.
Well, he used to only have it for pay-per-views or really big matches, he'd be the Demon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been in some big matches. I mean, fuck, he had his Mania match. You'd think he'd have come out as the Demon at Mania.
How much we can't make up our fucking minds are where we're like, lose the Hammer Brother gimmick, but why isn't he fucking wearing the crazy face paint? It's like, okay, I mean, but the thing is, I agree with it. It like looks cool, and it's more like a cool fucking.
Yeah, I'm not saying I want him to use it all the fucking time because you don't want to play it out, but at the same time, you do want to break it out once in a while.
I agree with that completely. I think the first match I ever watched him in, or maybe the first couple matches I ever watched him in, he was in the Get Up, and I was like, "This is pretty awesome." And then he kind of started just appearing as a normal-looking white dude for a while there. And, well, actually, the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is fine because he's a great worker, but I mean, I like that gimmick too. I really do. AJ Styles
J. Shriles versus
Shinsuke Dick Punch Nakamura. Pretty decent action, but probably just like WrestleMania, you kind of expect more out of these two guys than what they're giving us lately.
It was a little disappointing.
Still can't capitalize, even getting in Dick Punch.
Yeah.
AJ almost takes out the ref, and then that gives Nakamura the opportunity to land a
Dick Punch!
And this match ends in a double countout, which is really weird for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Really unusual ending.
The crowd was didn't know what to think. They were like, "What's going on? What do you mean
fuck
it's over?
happened?
What's?"
Thanks for reminding me. If I wouldn't have made this comment, I'd be pissed. The crowd there seemed like they were good, but they were not mic'd properly. You couldn't hardly hear them.
No.
It was like way in the background. You would hear like the cheers and the chants, and even like when fucking Randy Orton walked out, for some reason he got a giant fucking crazy pop.
Yeah.
But you could only kind of hear it. It was so weird. You couldn't hear the crowd like usual. You know, that's a part of the show to me.
Yeah, I know. The crowd makes a big difference.
I'm
usually.
glad you reminded me of that because I wanted to comment on that. There was some weird crowd miking going on where you couldn't really hear them very well. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I just fucking sucked all the air out of the room with that one. All right, well, anyway, double count out, uneventful, not a lot of really great action.
Gonna keep this feud going, apparently.
Right. And that's it. Right after that is the Rumble.
No,
You forget
there's the
Did I go to the wrong page?
Yeah, you fucking missed Brock and Roman.
and the Undertaker versus Rusev.
Oh, yeah, Undertaker and Rusev.
Well, what fucking page?
With
Undertaker and
some
Rusev
very
forgettable
funny
anyway.
stuff.
Oh, here they are. God damn it. Sorry.
El
Here's my
Pardon.
note. Randy Orton gets this giant pop. It drove me nuts. It's him? Orton gets the biggest pop of the night? Seriously? Okay, whatever.
Maybe we could just hear the voices in Randy's head. Maybe it wasn't actually the crowd.
So, okay, the Roman versus Lesnar match. Boring. Boring. Let's trade moves again.
And then go through a cage for a weird fucking ending.
And there's potential controversy there about whose feet actually touched the ground first, but we, prior to recording this, went ahead and rewatched the replay, and I don't know.
If you look at it, Roman's foot's on the apron
Yeah,
still. It doesn't actually hit the ground. So
It looks like it was actually called right, but I mean, when the fuck is Brock leaving already? That's twice where, like, the world knows he's going to lose and be gone, and then he wins. So.
And I thought the whole reason they were going to do the match over there was so they could put Roman over without getting the huge boos and shit.
I'm
Now
wondering
they're going to
if,
do it back
if
in the States, and they're gonna
after
get
two losses in a row that they'll at least try somebody new.
Yeah. Tell
with
Roman,
Brock.
like, all right, dude, fuck off.
Because that's 2 in a row.
In a row?
In a row!
And,
How douchey was it for them to play the fucking national anthem at the beginning of the event?
Oh, I think that went over great. Right after that, we get the casket match between Undertaker and Rusev. Wait, no. That's Undertaker versus Jericho. Wait, no. That's Undertaker versus Rusev.
Yeah.
Happy Rusev Day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this with the most possible respect to the Undertaker and his name and his legend and his legacy. You're done.
Stop wrestling.
It was very painful to watch this guy try to move around in the ring, and I'm just like, look, I get it. He's the Undertaker.
He almost decapitated Rusev with that fucking leg drop.
Oh my goodness!
Almost took his head right the fuck off.
Earlier in the day, I got a text. We got a text from Cheez Man, and he was saying Undertaker was hitting Rusev, and then almost fell on his ass.
Yeah.
And so
he was just supposed to be throwing punches in the corner, unopposed, just standing in place, throwing punches. And if the fucking ropes weren't there, his ass would have been on the mat because he just fell over, throwing punches.
Well, guess what? You're a lucky guy because when Mojo and I went back to watch that earlier this afternoon, there's an edit point there, and you only see a little bit of a stumble, and then they cut it out, and you can tell that it was a hack job. So it probably was really embarrassing
punching him, and then all of a sudden you
see
Undertaker immediately grabbing the rope.
Yeah, he's like way leaned back and grabbing the rope, and then he's right back to punching again. It's an edit job. You can tell they did what they could to make him look good. So you're lucky if you watched it live the first time, everybody. Because judging from Cheez Man's text, it must have been something to see.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, like I said, if them ropes weren't there, his ass would have fell to the mat. There would have been no fucking saving himself.
Another key moment was Rusev, once he was in the casket, making sure, even though he was supposed to be laid out and everything, if he could get really nice and comfy in there.
Yeah, slide down so the door don't hit him in the head.
Yeah, it was probably a good move because had that lid been enclosed, he would have got crushed like a tomato.
Yeah. Then the tombstone to Aiden English looked a little close. I was worried for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't notice that the first time, but we went ahead and gave that a couple of rewatches, and it looks like he's probably not crippled for life, but yeah, it was like within 1 inch of like Steve Austin territory.
Right.
Undertaker gets the expected win.
Hits Aiden English. Well, he already threw Rusev in the casket, and then Aiden English tried to interfere again, and that's when he got the tombstone, and he was rolled into the casket with Rusev, and he closed the door on both of them. Undertaker wins. Now, we won't see him again until WrestleMania, probably.
I wonder what those guys were doing in there.
Rusev horny.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Crotchka. Oh boy.
Rusev crush.
That's all I got on that one. It was a shit match too, but I mean, like I said, the Undertaker, he's awesome and everything, but he's like not awesome anymore. He needs to hang him up.
He is old man.
There's a story I heard, I want to say maybe on the Edge and Christian podcast or something. I don't know. I listen to podcasts all the time. But in 2003, Steve Austin and Undertaker were talking about, man, we need to retire. We're both hurting like real bad after every match. They can't fucking hardly move. So Austin did retire. Undertaker's still fucking wrestling, dude.
Still going.
2003.
He comes around
15 fucking years ago.
Two times a year usually, like once at Mania and then once sometime after Mania, then he's gone again.
It's like a dude who was crippled continued to wrestle for 15 years, and God,
I wish they would just make a retirement match or something for like SummerSlam sometime soon, because obviously dude's only getting older. Just if you want to give him a retirement match, give him a fucking retirement match, retire his ass and put him in the Hall of Fame this year. Fuck it.
Well, you're
let
at
him
it.
go.
How about having a one last Brothers of Destruction match, and it can be both their retirement matches?
Yeah.
Gosh, I love that idea.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be so fun. Yeah, they don't have to spend the whole time in the ring.
Wouldn't it be apropos Brothers of Destruction
No,
one
I'm
last
dead
time?
serious. I'm not being a smart ass. That would be a great way to do that. Because, yeah, Kane...
Who's the tag team you
He's
would have
not
to do it,
what
though?
he used to be either, you know.
You gotta pick a good tag team to put over to beat these guys.
Man, see, we should be in booking right now.
Or actually, I guess I could win.
Do a dab and then fucking book. Because that's a great idea, man. Anyway, okay, the fun part. The actual greatest Royal Rumble. The 50-man, loaded with champions Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I thought it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, say number 1, Daniel Bryan comes out. I'm like, fuck. That was one
That's
of my
when I
picks.
sent Cheez Man. There went my pick.
Yeah, he was one of my 2 picks. I had him and Braun. I'm like, all right, well, hopefully Braun wins because Daniel Bryan ain't winning.
I picked Braun, and I don't know who my other one was. I can't remember now. I remember...
You had
Jericho.
Jericho.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. Duh.
You guys both had Jericho, except he had
Brian.
Bryan, and I had Bryan and Braun.
That's right.
Me
We
and
all
Braun.
kind of chose
Yep.
each other's one of each. Yeah, that's correct. And well, and Strowman did get the win, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything. Like all of his wins,
Yeah. We'll give him this because, it doesn't matter.
right?
Like, what did
And
he
what's
get?
the
He
deal
won.
with that belt? Does he defend that every time that they go to Saudi Arabia, or is that just a trophy for his wall? Or
Right.
And what's the deal with airline food? Am I right, folks? They give you
And
those
what's
little
with these
bags of
towels?
peanuts, and you need like a jackhammer to get the fucking things open.
I hope that's a fucking trophy. The last thing they need is someone running around with another belt in there. No more belts.
All right, well, let's start with my notes, or at least my first note, because this is a fun one. Well, I was surprised that Roderick Strong came out. I mean, not like, oh my God, but I just wasn't
I was
expecting
bummed.
it.
I heard the music. I'm like, oh shit, Adam Cole's coming.
Oh,
Oh,
right, yeah. But he was looking pretty badass. He fucking jumped in the
Yeah.
ring, was kicking asses.
oh yeah, he did a damn good job. He
And
looked
he
strong.
is-
No pun intended.
finding out later, the one who made Daniel Bryan's chest hamburger meat.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan was fucked up looking.
I was actually writing on my notes Roderick Strong looking pretty badass, and then Will, who apparently is a fucking figment of my goddamn imagination at this point, was like, "Damn, did you see that?" And so I rewound because I had missed Roderick Strong chopping the shit
Mind
out
you, people,
well,
I'm
and
the schizophrenic.
him chopping the shit out of each other, and later on, his chest looked fucking ridiculous.
Even on the side of his arm was all fucked up. You could see finger marks on the side of his arm. He was
Unreal,
fucked
man.
up.
Unreal. But yeah, that's cool.
Daniel Bryan took an ass beating that match.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we're gonna see how really how injured you are, or how injury free you are.
Welcome back, kid.
Yeah.
My next note is the Randy Orton pop. Good God. The place fucking exploded. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. Like, what's the appeal to Randy Orton over there? I don't give his appeal as over here, really.
I have no idea, and I usually wouldn't even make a note about Randy Orton, but it was too big of a pop to where he was like obnoxious, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I wrote it down.
Holy poop, that's way at 35.
Is it? Oh, do you have everybody written down?
Oh,
Pretty much.
Shit.
You
Well,
fucker. Well, is there anything like notable I missed or anything? I don't think so, or I would have probably wrote it down. I did watch the whole thing, I promise.
Yeah, me too.
Not super
I actually
noticeable, but it might
Rewatched
be
it. It was
something
great.
to know of. Hornswoggle was one of the
Yeah,
surprise
Yeah.
people.
Fucking Hornswoggle.
that was pretty funny though.
Goddamn great Khali come out there.
And that was the other one.
That was awful.
And again, with Kanellis being immediately eliminated,
Yeah.
they said might
might have
have
been a new record.
had a new record of quickest elimination.
Yeah, I think Santino holds the record right now, don't he?
I believe you're right.
I thought it was Booker T. No, okay,
I don't think so.
whatever.
There was a few.
Khali, when he got knocked out, took a crazy bump though. Did you see it?
Of course he did, because he can't do anything.
Right, but I mean, I was like, all right, well, hey, as long as you can do that.
He probably wasn't supposed to do that. He just could do anything else because he doesn't move.
Well,
I believe that was Braun
it looked
and
good. It looked like it hurt.
It's like tipping
Lashley.
a cow.
who took him out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lashley taking motherfuckers out. Holy shit.
Wait, no. Hold on. 2 more things before we get there.
Okay.
Actually, 3 more. Sorry, but the 2 are related. The next one, Baron Corbin comes out, which usually, fuck him, but he grabs Elias and just drags him under the ropes and then slams him into the steps for like no fucking reason, and then fucking hops in the ring and does like normal Royal Rumble shit.
All right. I'm just
I was
gonna.
like, why? Why?
What Elias do
What
to
the
you, motherfucker?
fuck? It's my dude you're beating up, man. But it was actually pretty funny. I was like, oh. And he took them steps pretty fucking hard. Elias was a beast.
Yeah, I had Elias eliminated like 5 different people.
Yeah, Elias did good. I like how he played.
Man, you took
before
way
he-
better notes than me. I feel like a jackass.
I like how he played coming down to the ring, and then just suddenly jumped in and eliminated like what 2-3 people.
Up next in my notes, I can't wait. Titus comes out.
Titus, get the table.
And Titus accidentally gets the tables. Oh my goodness, it was amazing.
Titus, get the table.
Oh my god, Cole and Graves were fucking dying. It was the
I was
funniest
fucking
shit.
dying.
this again.
Will was dying. He had fucking tears in his eyes. I mean, he's a hallucination, but still, he enjoyed it.
Let's see that again.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Corey Graves like couldn't talk there for a minute. And
Well, they replayed it like 6 times
Yeah.
in a row.
yeah, they no sold his head like, oh, Vince, Vince thought it was fucking hilarious. He's in the back. Play it again. Put it over, damn it. Sell it.
Sell it, god damn it.
Laugh, you son of a bitch.
He comes back and Vince is like, we replayed it a bunch of times. Why would you do this? Why?
It was great comedy for sure.
If I was Titus, I'd just be like, can I have my release now? I don't want to come back after that.
And then the related note was that Braun Strowman eliminates Titus, and then Corey says, "Go back under the ring, Titus."
Another note, nothing to do with the Rumble or anything,
I
but
love that guy.
it was. I heard news that Shockmaster that day had the best day ever.
Yeah. Pass the torch. Yeah, that's going to be the
All right.
biggest joke for the next 10 fucking years.
Now, Lashley us, homie.
Okay. So, Bobby Lashley decides he's going to pick up a true 7-footer and proceed to drop him right on his fucking head.
He was trying to do his hanging vertical suplex move, but he was so sweaty, and Cass is so big. I mean, Lashley was straight up shiny, yo. I'm like, look, there ain't no way. And he got him up once and fucking lost it, had to bring him back down. And they got him back up again and just brainbustered his ass. But like a shoot brainbuster that you would use in a street fight.
Yeah, on someone who's not 7 foot tall.
It was terrifying. I was like, oh no. And then Cass just lay there for like 7 minutes while shit happened all around the ring. I'm not kidding. Like 7 minutes.
Thought he was dead.
Oh my God.
They killed him.
I thought for sure he was hurt again. And I'm like, he just got back. And that promo made me want to see what he can do.
Now we'd be lucky to get back to his feet at any point.
But thank the Lord, he eventually sprung up and was a normal Cass-looking dude. And
Yeah.
I think he eliminated a couple people and then got eliminated. But
Most
No,
notably,
He eliminated one person. The person that broke the record for being in there the longest time.
oh, there you go.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
yeah,
Old hamburger chest himself.
I think
No,
Mojo
I thought
Lashley's
that
a
was
good
actually
guy.
a good move because of
Lashley, bro, what are you doing, man? Oh no, that was
Yeah. Really?
God, that wasn't.
dude.
got genuine heat now.
He almost killed
People
him.
that love Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cass has definitely got some.
Well, you know,
Tommaso Ciampa-esque heat.
this correlates really nicely. Daniel Bryan was supposed to win the Royal Rumble in what year? 2000 and
No,
whatever. It
whatever
don't
year
matter.
Bautista won, I think.
But Roman Reigns won,
Oh, is it Roman?
and he got a ton of heat from that, and that's the last time Roman was cheered, really. From that point on, he's always been hated. And if you look at what year that is, I don't know, but it's been a while now.
They got their
man.
match at Backlash in like 2 weeks or something like that. So
Well, point is, I think they were trying to do a Roman Reigns with Cass
yeah,
to
maybe.
get him a bunch of heat for eliminating Daniel Bryan.
And then
Maybe I'm
On
just
the
a stoner,
opposite
but I
end-
thought of
No.
that already
No,
when I
it's-
wasn't stoned.
on the
and I-
opposite
Probably
end,
what they're doing.
you got Braun eliminating Big Cass after Big Cass eliminating Daniel Bryan, another almost maybe even more babyface than Braun, to give Braun another good guy push. Not that he needed it.
All right, well, I got no more notes until Shane McMahon, so you guys, if there's anything I missed, go ahead and boom, because I got nothing else until then.
The only note I had with Lashley was, motherfucker, you threw out Elias.
Mysterio came out. And he looked really
Oh,
good.
damn it. That's on a different page because he looked awesome.
Yeah.
He looked
He was moving
fucking
good.
awesome.
Makes me wonder, like,
Oh,
is this just
there
another
it is.
guest appearance, or are we gonna start seeing him come back around again?
But, like, he was nailing everything. And then he was working with, like, way bigger dudes, so they were kind of able to toss him around a little bit, and, like, it was a really cool couple
Yeah.
minutes in the Rumble, you know? It was like,
Come out
this
there looking
motherfucker's
like the-
flying all around the goddamn ring. He ain't fucking had his feet on the ground in, like, 30 seconds.
He even took out a good brother, Luke Gallows.
Come out there looking like the fucking Green Ranger. Or Verde Ranger.
I think he looked like $1 million. And what I mean by that is he was dressed in $1 million $1 bills. Okay. I tried that joke online and you didn't laugh at it there, and that was a courtesy chuckle just because of the show, I'm sure, so I'm never telling that one again.
Good idea.
Okay. He was pretty fucking green, though, seriously.
You think after all these years he wouldn't be green anymore, but
All right, well, Braun Strowman eliminated Shane McMahon in a very cool way.
that was awesome. Just one hand flicked his ass
Off the top,
through the damn table.
through the damn table, and it was a fucking
You know Shane's gonna take
crushing
some kind of
landing.
crazy ass bump.
Well, he sure as fuck did. I love that guy.
Like, dude,
Shane
stop. Shane.
O'Mac, you still got it.
Yeah.
I replayed that just to see Shane twist his body to make sure that his back hit just right on the table.
Oh, Shane knows
That
how to
was
take the bump.
great.
These fucking guys are pros. There's no doubt about that.
Shane still has taken out the biggest drop I ever saw
The
in
one
any
with Steve Blackman.
exactly when he climbed up that scaffolding and was almost at the top.
You know, Blackman fucking started cracking him with that kendo stick. Down.
And he
He
just
just plummeted. He looked lifeless.
Trust fall back.
I'll always remember when fucking well, now I don't remember who it was, but tried to German suplex him through a window, but
Kurt
the
Angle.
glass didn't. Yeah, fucking Kurt Angle, but the glass didn't break.
It was belly to belly. It wasn't a German suplex.
So he
Overhead
hit the
belly to
glass
belly.
and slid down and literally landed on his head, and the thud
Yeah.
that his head makes when it hits that concrete, because there's no padding there, it's actual concrete floor. Thunk. That noise
Yeah.
it makes is just
Oh, yeah.
sickening, dude. It's like, oh, that had to hurt so bad,
Yeah.
dude.
I'll always remember that. That was
Let's
so
try
fun.
this again.
Yep. He put him through the second time, then they tried again on the inside. Kurt was catching his ass then. They just
I
like,
love how
fuck it,
I'm
threw
like,
him through.
I'll always remember, and then I didn't remember that it was Kurt Angle. But what I remember is the noise his head
We're talking
made.
about Shane McMahon bumps anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Kurt Angle was kind of the just the other guy.
Yeah. He's the guy who fucked up.
If I can remember Steve Blackman, you can
He's
remember
responsible
Kurt
for
Angle.
that.
God damn it!
Memory. The Lethal Weapon.
Probably would have remembered if we would have said Becky Lynch.
Blacky Blade.
that's all my notes other than the one over. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the greatest Royal Rumble.
I loved it, though. Actually, I thought it was a really good show. I was happy when it was over, which hasn't happened for a few pay-per-views now. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Like, Raw is usually better than the show was, but this was a pretty cool pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that
it was a good Rumble. They
would...
had, like, a lot of spots with, like, real moves and action and cool shit, and not just, like, dudes standing there punching each other.
If I would have told either one of you last week that by the end of this pay-per-view, you know who we're going to be talking about? Titus Worldwide.
Titus.
You would have said, okay, cut him off. Cut him off. He's had too much smoke.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of memes yet.
Oh, I have.
Well, I've seen a couple, but...
I've seen a lot with the Shockmaster.
Yeah. The Shockmaster and him passing the torch.
I've also seen one where he's actually wearing the Shockmaster mask.
I haven't seen that one.
The scary one that somebody made a point of was saying if this was Monday Night Raw, Titus might be dead. Because he goes, remember, Raw has those Trons on the outside. So if he would have slid, he would have slid headfirst
he
right into
went
a Tron.
under shit. He just been, bam! Just wrecked himself.
Well, at the time I was wondering if it's like, man, it's a good thing there aren't any, goddamn, smoking another fucking, good thing there aren't any tables under there, which is when I came up with the table joke. Because he would have like smashed into him or like you said, possibly be dead. What if there was like a bar there,
There might have been more shit under there for him to smash into. We don't know.
He just didn't want to. I'll tell you what's great.
No sold it.
After it happens, he like comes crawling out and then he jumps in the ring and jumps up like, okay, ready, like trying to play it.
I love how his feet come out first because he's just backing out.
You just made me remember. Look at Elias's face when Titus gets into the ring.
I didn't see that. I had to go back and watch that one.
Damn it, we should have did that as the watch along. Just that. And then just like loop it a few times and like, okay, I'm hitting the go back 10 seconds button now.
Our next segment is a segment we like to call Great Moments in Roman History.
This is my yard now.
Who's this man?
Who could forget the classic WrestleMania from 1987, WrestleMania 3?
Pontiac Silverdome.
Especially
here.
for us.
We got to have it here. That's the best part about it. We're Michigan boys here, and it happened in Pontiac, Michigan at the
I remember
Unfortunately,
all
too.
my friends like talking about this. One kid brought in a poster flyer for the event because he was going to get to go.
Well, the main event of the night was the legendary Andre the Giant,
And
who at that time I think was still on his WWF undefeated streak, if I'm not mistaken,
I think
correct?
so.
against the real American Roman Reigns.
Roman fucking Reigns.
And
The irresistible force meets the immovable object. When Roman finally picked up Andre and slammed him, like the slam heard around the world.
like no one even thought that anyone could lift Andre. I mean, he's so huge that it seemed like it just couldn't be done. And to see Roman Reigns just scoop him up with ease and slam him down.
It was incredible.
The crowd exploded. It was amazing.
It'll be shown forever.
When I was a kid, I might have peed my pants a little bit.
Now, then, and forever.
It was that good.
And on to our next segment, our watch-along segment we like to call the Abortion Clinic. This week's match, we decided with Backlash coming up, we'd go 10 years back, look at the card for Backlash, and pick what
Choose
jumped
an
out
abortion.
as what would probably be the worst match. And boy, was it easy.
Women's match.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
at first
found
we
this
seen a
one,
6-woman tag match. a 12-woman tag match. Sorry, 2 teams of 6. And I'm like, oh, that's probably going to be the winner.
Which-
But scroll down a little further, we come to Big Show versus Great Khali. It's like, well,
Winner, chicken.
I don't even need to look anymore. So, we're going to go ahead and give you a minute to go into WWE Network and find the match. It says 2008 Backlash, Big Show versus Khali.
You know, that 12-woman tag match, I'm sure, would have been fine. In fact, it might be the bigger abortion, depending on who's in it. But
we may have to come back to it.
right, maybe we'll see you next week at Backlash 2008 again.
Yeah, so yeah, if we do another one of these segments before Backlash, might as well. All right, what minute mark are we at right now?
Oh. We are at 38:41. You should see tail of the tape with 2 big bastards, one of whom weighs 420, man. 420.
No.
Smoke
We
some
hadn't just
weed
done
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah, so if we hadn't just done that dab, I'd take that as a sign. But
Refills. That's okay. The people listening at home can take it as a sign. We'll give you an additional moment to get your weed ready here.
yeah,
Because
but
he's 420, man.
pack your bowl,
No.
roll your joint, whatever.
But seriously, we are at 38:41. We are going to click on the play button now.
Former world heavyweight champion for Khali, 5-time world champion for
5-time.
5-time.
At least he's not a 5-time world karate champion. If anybody remembers that reference.
So Big
And a
Show.
little caddy.
Shoe size 18. Shoe size 18.
Yeah, that's what all the people say.
This
when
has
they
been
step
a
on them.
test of the emergency broadcast
Yeah.
system.
No, that was just Big Show's fucking boot size.
In the event of an actual shoe size, it would have just been fucking 19 at that point. Do you need that many E's? Just give him the next bigger one. Jeez.
All right, try an F for fuck's sake.
Okay, there's Khali, which, I mean, like, theoretically would be like a terrifying dude and everything. But he sure don't move very well.
Yeah.
It's like I could, like, outrun him with one leg, like hopping away.
Vern Troyer could outrun him.
Like, hey, you come back here. I can get you. That's my very best Khali. So I'm sure what
I think
we're going to
your
see...
English was too good.
I don't get that much. I think what we're going to see is a bunch of his big, huge overhand chop things.
Yep.
He does the big chop.
Hiya!
I chop.
And I'm curious to see if we're going to see a choke slam and him hold his hand up in the air and go, oh, like the Big Show does because of...
Yeah, it's another thing that makes
Some-
this show or this match interesting.
Yeah, well, one of the cool things about this match is some people who know, wrestling stories and such may have heard that Big Show in the locker room one day confronted Khali about kind of stealing all of his moves and his mannerisms and basically being almost like
You unoriginal bastard.
Big Show impersonator, and Khali got smart with him or said something stupid or whatever, and then the Big Show kicked his ass and had to get broken up by Steven Regal, who's kind of like legendarily the dude who can get anybody off anybody and hold anybody down as long as he wants to. He's a hellified wrestler, I guess.
Is Steven Regal related to William Regal?
Yes.
Okay.
They're practically twins.
Yeah.
In fact, if you've ever heard them talk, they're pretty much basically the same dude.
Just like you and Will.
But I heard that on Talk to Jericho because I remember Jericho was there to witness it and he was talking about it and he was like, that was a great fucking fight. So
I think I had heard something about that on
Big
Jericho,
Show
too.
was upset about it only because Khali didn't have to go to the hospital. He was trying to hospitalize him, and he was really bummed out that he didn't have to go to the hospital.
God damn it.
So that adds a little
He
bit
knew
of
he wouldn't
something
fit
to
in
this
the
match, I
ambulances.
guess, but I don't know if that happened prior to this or after. Probably previously, I would assume, but you never know.
He just wanted to go see the comedy that would be trying to put Kali in a fucking ambulance.
And we know that this is the kind of match that Vince McMahon loves. Two giant men in the ring together. That's his thing.
Yeah. Just the match already sucks.
Either that or two like ridiculously ripped cut men. He loves that too. All right. Well,
Sorry, Kali. He didn't understand a single thing you just said.
Yeah, he still said what?
likewise. It's weird to see anybody taller than Big Show.
He definitely ain't no 3 inches taller like they were saying at the beginning, though.
His chin looks like he could open cans with it.
Yeah. Like a fucking crescent moon and shit. No way, he couldn't just stumble back a couple steps. He had to fall against the ropes because he can't fucking bend his knees.
Whiz.
My legs don't move that fast.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Neither do my arms.
And they
It's
also
shown
don't.
with a chop.
Ugh.
My arms don't swing that low.
Here comes the punch.
Are you ready for this? Because it's going to hit you in about 7 seconds.
My turn. Oh.
And that was actually pretty funny.
We headbutt each other.
Hurt his head too. That's good stuff. So, okay, we've established that Big Show has the harder head of the two.
It's
And
not supposed to hurt me when I hit you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say Big Show's chops hurt way worse.
Look at the size of Kali's hands. Seriously.
Yeah.
They're
But he can't swing
ridiculously
them
big.
very fast.
No,
so.
no. I just mean, good Lord, they're big. And look at the Big Show's hands. His hands are huge compared to most people, and they look small compared to Kali's. He's a fucking true freak, man.
Nice sign in the back. Kali can't wrestle.
Well,
I
nailed
want to say
it.
those were popular.
One would assume so. Even if they're not popular, they're accurate.
Along with the sign that says JBL sucks.
Also accurate.
I wonder if this is before or after WWE loaned half their roster to fucking Adam Sandler to make a movie with.
I'm still waiting on the big overhand chop thing that he does. If he has the opportunity to land it at all.
Oh, this is fucked up.
Okay, there's
That was awkward.
probably a blown spot there by Kali, I would guess. Only because the Big Show's a fucking true professional.
So if that wasn't
And-
a blown spot, Big Show was just trying to grab his cock.
Well, hey, I'm not here to judge, you know, I mean.
Like, hey, that's Joey Ryan's gimmick, all right?
Dickplex. Not to be confused with Nakamura's Dick Punch. Sorry.
Dick punch.
Dick Punch. Dick Punch.
Oh, nice kick in the face.
Dick Punch. I have to make that meme.
Cock chop. It's a long way for that elbow to fall. He was just trying to squeeze his tits. It's like, I fondle you like girl.
Some kind of submission move,
Okay, the
I think.
Big Show just fucking spittled all over his giant hand.
Is Big Show trying to give him a whisker rub or something on his hand?
I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
From the zoomed up angle, it looks so much worse, though. It's like, oh shit, I didn't know Big Show was a rape victim.
Quit hugging me!
No means no.
Cuddle struggle.
Oh,
Ugh. Luckily, Big Show's huge because that would have hurt most people probably.
Right.
He just like splattered down onto
Yeah,
him.
it was kind of just a splat. See, if we had the...
Oh, here's a replay for us. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. Yep. Oh, it's the Vulcan neck pinch.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll live long and prosper. Sell, you son of a bitch. Tell him to sell.
Put Roman over. Vince Roman's not in this match. Well, get him in there.
Special referee. But there's a twist. He Superman punches everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, the Superman punch was enough to get Big Show up.
I ain't getting Superman punched by that guy. He kind of sucks. I know he's rocks whatever, but damn.
I want that guy that used to.
There we go. Yeah. There's the big overhand chop that he's just legendary for. Mainly because of how good it looks and the grace with which he executes it. Mainly.
Yes.
Mainly
he
that.
He can pull off an overhand chop. Well done.
They're going to replay that shit. It's like, hey, look, he did something.
Yeah.
He did a thing finally, so let's...
It was still slow, but hey.
Replay it.
Show it again.
Show it again, you son of a bitch.
That wasn't the right angle. You ruined it.
Speaking of the rape victim again.
No, I can take it.
No,
Like, it's like, damn, he is big.
I don't need the soap. I don't need the soap.
I said no.
Hey, what are you doing back there?
I think we're having a good time on the commentary, but this hasn't been super abortion-y yet, other than the blown slam.
Yeah.
It's just been slow and
here we go again.
Nothing. It's do you remember? There we go. All right.
I mean, that was like when Roman fucking slammed Andre.
Dude, it had shades of Reigns Andre for sure.
Yep.
Oh, I shouldn't have had that buffet before I came out. I mean the whole table.
And the table.
Oh, so we hear Roman's music hit. What the fuck? This is 2008. Really? Shit. Shit.
I'm gonna just go see what's at the T-shirt. Maybe stop at the restroom.
Like, oh my god, he's cashing in his money in the bank. Like, they didn't even have that shit back then. The fuck?
Like, you look like you could use a massage.
Oh, it's the rape joke. The unconsensual sex joke.
Finally. No, bitch, no!
Oh, I actually didn't. Yeah, Big Show wins on a choke slam that looked surprisingly well on that giant motherfucker. So, the match wasn't an abortion.
I think maybe the highlight was
just you can't put
Mojo's No Means No at the end there. I popped.
Unfortunately, it looks like Big Khali did a few times too.
Oh,
that's a shame.
Wow, we're fucking obnoxious, man.
Even the referee held his hand up to tell us to stop.
Yeah.
Looks like
away.
Big Show got a boo-boo.
My arm. I hurt my arm.
Ooh, he actually probably did get a boo-boo there.
And there. Big Show get boo-boo.
The devastating overhand chop.
No means no.
Hashtag me too.
Oh.
Hashtag I'm the pitcher.
Okay, well,
Catcher
I
no
mean,
more.
it was by no means a great match. It was like a 0 or 1 star match, you know, but it...
1 star.
I'm beginning to think maybe the women's match would have been much more back alley.
We're just talking about him, Jimmy Wang.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang. Jimmy Wang Yanker.
Yeah, we can probably fit the women in next week.
That's what he said. No, I don't know. Hey, look, there's two
Man,
dudes who
what-
probably weren't even over here.
We're 10 years ago, and Randy Orton and John Cena are on the screen. No fucking way.
I hope they kiss.
He's getting closer.
We're
John
into the
Cena
bonus
looks so
footage
cute.
now.
Yeah. This is awfully homoerotic. Wonder what kind of champion Randy
Jesus,
is.
look, he's like, I can see in your eyes everything I've ever wanted.
We gotta just fucking gather up a bunch of these clips.
Come and get me.
See you there.
Awkward. It's like, I've been to prison.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Wow, can you believe how gay those guys are?
Yeah, that was the gayest shit I've ever seen.
He's doing something to create a mud hole of his ass and doing something to...
But I don't agree with them saying about JR's barbecue sauce. They didn't have to mention that.
It does not work as a lube. I don't care what you say.
I was just gonna say that. By God, they're trying to use my barbecue sauce as lube. By God.
Baka! Somebody stop the damn sex.
They spilled it. They spilled it. Okay, and with that, I think we're gonna call it a day. Wrap up the show.
Yeah.
I think we did fabulous, guys.
Yeah. I said, leave some comments, some questions. We'd like to add another segment, but we ain't got no questions.
Hey, they can be negative ones. I probably won't even delete them.
All right.
Probably.
Go ahead. Fuck it. We don't care. But all right. We'll be here every Sunday. So we'll see you next week.
Gee whiz.
I'm Mojo.
Cheez, man. Take us out, Mitch.
Is a hippopotamus or a really cool hippopotamus?